Greetings, YouTubists. This is Embo24 coming at you from Houston, Texas, out in the pipe atrium. How's everybody doing? It's Cobb Tuesday. Got my Blue General here, and with it the blue alien finger to help me out. And in this pipe is Lane BCA. This is about my 6th bowl in this pipe since I got it, so it's just about broken in now, I guess. I may start loading this with some other tobaccos after this time around. Anyway, I'm actually using my children's phone. Been having a lot of trouble with my phone. I made a video yesterday on Meerschaum Monday, and so this is going to be pretty much a repeat of that, except it's called Tuesday. It was just an epic fail yesterday. I shot the whole video, and that's about the only thing that went fine. After that, it took about 18 hours to upload it to Dropbox, which is totally ridiculous. And then from there I started downloading it to my computer, and while that was happening I watched it, and for some reason my phone flipped it upside down, so the whole thing was upside down. And I know I can fix that on YouTube, but it takes several hours for them to edit it. And, you know, I just don't like it when they come out sideways or upside down. I'm just going to trash them from now on when that happens. But I'm hoping this phone has better uploading capabilities since it's newer than my phone. Plus, I can actually see what I'm recording on this one. Now, another thing with that video yesterday is only this part of me came out most of the time, because I'm just guessing where I am, basically. But anyway, what I was going to do on this video, not that I'm going to do anything, but the subject or the topic or whatever you want to call it is how do you store your pipes? And I'm talking about the pipes in your rotation. What do you do with them while they're waiting to be smoked? I keep mine, every single pipe I have, in a pipe rack. I just noticed the sun came out. I don't know what that's going to do. But it's shining right on the camera. I keep all my pipes in the pipe rack, and that includes all the pipes in my rotation, which are basically every pipe I own. There is an exception, but I basically want to smoke all my pipes, and they get their fair slot in the rotation, as it were. There are 4 basket pipes or coupon pipes that I showed in a previous video that I'm not smoking. Basically because the bowls are so small that I'm not really interested in smoking those. However, as soon as I get a hold of some rope tobacco, which I hear is pretty darn strong, I'm going to smoke it in those 4 pipes because of their small bowl. That way, hopefully, my nicotine hit won't be so huge that I can't handle it. Got a little ice water here out in the atrium. Right now it's 90, about 94 degrees. I don't know if that's showing up. That's 94 in the shade. Got my ice water and my box fan. Not too bad. Okay, so the next question, after how do you store your pipes, you know, your regular rotation pipes, and by the way, I store them all in pipe racks for the benefit of having the air available to circulate through them freely, and the bowls are down. So any moisture that could possibly be left after the pipe cleaning runs down the stem and the shank into the bowl where it can evaporate more freely. Next question I would have is, how many pipes do you own? I think most pipe smokers know to the letter how many pipes they own. I can see maybe if you have a really large collection you might not know. I have 30, exactly 30 pipes right now, including those 4 that are basically waiting to be smoked. And they're all briars, except for 2 block meerschaums, 1 African meerschaum, 2 cobs. Now, I upgraded to having 2 cobs. And let's see, is that it? Oh, I have a calabash pipe, a genuine gourd calabash pipe. As far as materials, I think that's it. Alright, so how many pipes do you own? Next question I would have for you all is, how many of those pipes are in your actual rotation? And how do you determine which pipe you're going to smoke? I do have pipe designations for the different tobacco genres, so that determines to a degree which pipe I'm going to smoke. Aside from our YouTube designation days, I always try to adhere to those whenever possible. So hence the cob on Cob Tuesday. Earlier I smoked a briar. It was my Savinelli Lumberman and I'm really holding it to a bowl or 2 bowls a day because my palate's been really messed up lately. It's starting to slowly come back, I think from smoking less and letting my mouth heal up and whatever the heck is in the air that's bothering me a little bit, allergy-wise. Okay, and let's see. That's probably it on my questions. Another thing I was going to touch briefly on today, it had come up a little bit in a video I made, and El Magnifico and I have been talking back and forth about how tobaccos get their names, and in one of my videos I was just going on how some of them just some of the tobacco names seem to not line up with what kind of tobaccos they are, and so especially referring to the Civil War tobaccos out there, I was just basically being a Civil War buff. See, I've done a lot of reading on the subject, well over 50 books, and in those books, you know, each book would have a certain angle it was taking, whether it be a certain person or a certain battle or what have you. Every once in a while they would talk about tobaccos and you know, what the soldiers were smoking and so forth. So putting two and two together from what I read and what seems logical, I went on to say that I really doubt that the Civil War soldiers would be smoking an aromatic pipe tobacco, given the time period. Well, and as you know, there are some Civil War blends out there that are named after various battles or locations in the Civil War, and they're aromatic tobaccos. So anyway, I did some research exactly on that topic, and I found something out. So I do need to correct something, because I stand corrected. They did smoke some flavored tobaccos. Now, I don't think they are, or I don't think they were flavored in the same manner as today's aromatic blends were. But what I found out is that the soldiers smoked tobacco in a pipe because cigars were too expensive for them. And I did find out that the cigars of the day were fairly high priced. They range from 5 to 10 cents per stick, and for a premium cigar, 20 cents. Now, that sounds really dirt cheap by today's standards, but the Civil War, at least the Union soldier, pay was about 43 cents a day. So the author of the article, and it was a fairly scholarly article, surmised that the average soldier could not afford to be smoking cigars, but that pipe tobacco was much, much cheaper. And a lot of them chewed the tobacco as well. As a matter of fact, what they had was either in plug or twist form. And the tobaccos were Virginias, which was a new strain of tobacco. It was a much milder, sweeter leaf than had been previous, and this just started being manufactured in 1855, just 5 years before the outbreak of the Civil War. And what they flavored the Virginia tobaccos with, it says, the article says, are these things: rum, so that would have been like a Navy flake in plug form, sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, licorice, and honey. Now, they didn't use all those things at once, but either one or the other. And further, these tobaccos were flavored because the soldiers could actually slice off a piece or break off a piece of the twist and chew it. So they put some flavoring in it for that purpose. So now, how exactly they added that flavoring, I'm not so sure, but they did have those flavorings available to them. So I did want to update what I learned and put that out there, since I did just kind of improvise by using what I thought, from what I knew, made sense at the time. And I'm sure there was some natural tobacco out there too. And of course, Ulysses S. Grant was famous for having a cigar, if not in his mouth all the time, at least in all the pictures that he was in. I think he was well known for being an avid cigar smoker. So his pay, of course, being the general-in-chief of all the northern armies, his pay was quite substantial and could afford to smoke cigars as often as he wanted. Anyway, that's what I know, and that's what I wanted to share. I'm going to go ahead and end, because I know I'm up there. It's going to take a while to download this thing. Hopefully it'll be on YouTube before the day is over, so this will actually get on Cobb Tuesday. Alright, everybody. This is Emvo 24, still in Houston, Texas, signing off. Everybody have a good day. Bye now.